No, 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 Hot Wheels. No, 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 Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. Batman. This was a very generous, I guess, birthday, or not birthday, Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not Jesus. What am I saying? It's my birthday. This is a very generous Christmas present that the Deviant Historian gave me. And we just got back from Walmart, and he picked this up for me. This is a Batman Batmobile from the 1966 original series. It's a diecast model of it. And the original vehicle was a 1966 Lincoln Futura, I believe.
Huh.
It might have been a 65. I think, it was a 1960s Lincoln Futura.
Adam West was the dude who played Batman in that, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And then Burt Ward was Robin. But
It's like the Adam West Batmobile.
yeah. So it's a mid-60s, at any rate, mid-60s Lincoln Futura. And there's a lot of glare. I apologize for that. I'm shooting this in 1080p, but it's still having a hard time focusing, so I apologize for that.
That's how these unboxing videos are, though.
Yeah. Normally I hate unboxing videos, but because this was such a nice gift, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go along with this. We'll go ahead and unbox it. I am going to keep the box, though.
Yeah.
But
you should have them check out Wealthplex's channel, because that's where all the cars are.
Yep, I was just about to do that. It's his new channel. It's called Wealthplex, and right now you're focusing mostly on die-cast vehicles.
Yeah, that's mostly what I do. I shoot a couple a week, sometimes one a day, but it just varies.
And they had a lot of these. It was a whole series of these Batmobiles at Walmart, and they had the original 1940s Batmobile. They have the animated series one, which is one of the coolest ones in my opinion. It's probably my second favorite. And then the one from the 1989 movie, which is probably my third favorite. And then they have the Justice League one and the Batcopter. And then the Penguin Duck from the 1992 Batman Returns movie. So
I have another Batmobile somewhere. One that's in my collection, but it's all beat up. I'm going to try to find it, and I'll shoot a video about it, too, when I find it.
I have the 1989 one, and it's probably from 1989.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's from when I was a little kid, and it's a lot of the paint has come off of it, and it's kind of like black and gray now.
That's how mine looks, too.
Yeah. But it's still pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and unbox this now. This show had a lot of potential, and it was back from an era when people were not quite ready to take superheroes seriously yet.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a goofy sort of comedy type show. But I often wonder what it might have been like if they had decided to take it a little bit more seriously. I think it had the potential to be kind of a cool show.
Rip, pull, bam, pow, wow.
Zap, Zooey.
Yeah, you have to do the clip art inserts or whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's got a nice weight to it.
Is it rubber wheels? What type of wheels are they?
They feel rubbery.
Okay.
And, yep, you can make an emergency bat turn on this baby. That's what they always said, an emergency bat turn. If you want to check out a really funny song about the original Adam West Batman show, search for Wally Wingert. Wally Wingert Adam West song.
Okay.
He was a DJ back in the day, and he's also a voice actor, I think. And he did a whole song about Adam West and Batman. And it dates back to just before the 1989 movie was made. Because at the end, he talks about the 1989 movie and asks, will it be a flop? Will it succeed? So it was before that movie, just before that movie came out, when it was in production. He has one line where he says, will Bat fans care that Batman was also Mr. Mom? Talking about Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay.
because that was back before Michael Keaton really had done any dramatic roles. He was a comic actor. And a lot of people were uncertain about his ability to be Bruce Wayne and Batman, even though I think, honestly, he was one of the best.
Yeah.
It was a case of kind of counterintuitive casting. And sometimes that counterintuitive casting really pays off. And I think in the case of Michael Keaton, it really paid off because he really did bring that. He when he was Bruce Wayne and Batman, he was able to convey that sort of darkness, that inner darkness. And I think it's maybe partly because he was a comic actor, because a lot of comic actors tend to also be good dramatic actors.
Yeah.
Because drama and comedy are kind of two sides of the same coin. Robin Williams is a good example of that. And I think that Michael Keaton is sort of another example of that. But anyway, not a whole lot more to show, but I like the red. The red gives it some stylishness, the red kind of pinstripe design on there. Pretty neato.
Yeah, pretty sweet. And it's from Mattel and the DC universe.
It has a hitch on it. It has a hitch on the back. You could like hitch stuff to it.
Yeah, like the back trailer. Oh.
Yeah, that show was really funny. My dad actually worked with a guy who would get off work early just to watch that show.
Wow.
Like, it was a big deal. There was nothing quite like it at the time. It was really campy. The humor was kind of edgy. And it did have a certain coolness to it, despite the cheesiness.
Yeah.
It was kind of an example of lame cool.
Huh.
And when you're a little kid, when you're like a 4-year-old, I mean, Adam West is a pretty cool Batman.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid and you're just first being introduced to Batman. So we'll check out the underside here. Let's see what it says there. DC Comics, Mattel, Hot Wheels. Very cool. So yeah, we'll talk about Wealthplex some more. Definitely subscribe to Wealthplex.
Yeah. Well, we collaborated on your 10th anniversary one.
Yep.
For that whole 2-hour discussion was there, and I've always really liked diecast vehicles, and we got a guy here who has a fancy tripod and everything configured nice. So
this is your tripod.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to use it better. But it's just an old one I have laying around here, and
well, actually, I kind of donated it.
Yeah, well, you got like a whole fleet of tripods, and then we shoot videos around here. And
The tripods are easy to come by. What's hard to come by are these cell phone mounts.
Yeah.
I tried to find one once individually, but I couldn't find one. I had to buy a whole new tripod just to get a new one.
Wow.
But I love cars with fins.
Yeah.
Old cars with fins. This is late 60s kind of era, so the fins are diagonal.
Yeah.
They don't go straight up, they're diagonal. That was a late 50s, early 60s phenomenon. Whereas the mid 50s, the fins were more like they went straight up. But fins were always a cool feature on these.
Is that like a rocket on the back? What's that silver thing?
that is the rocket.
Oh, cool.
But then there's also a hitch, which I don't know if there was a hitch in I don't think the original one had a hitch, but.
Well, see, it's sort of like SUVs today. You need to have it where it's able to haul the kids and haul your crap, and it's like the SUV of the Batmobiles.
Yeah.
So that is kind of goofy.
Yeah. And actually, the more I think about it, this might actually be a late 50s Lincoln Futura because of the fins.
Okay.
Because once the 60s hit, fins kind of went by the wayside. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are people screaming at me from their screens right now saying, about that. But I always thought it was cool how it had the dual windshields. Like one for Batman, one for Robin. Instead of just one windshield that goes all the way across, there's two different ones.
Yeah. It's a pretty sweet car.
Yeah. They come out of the Batmobile and look like they were driving through Southern California, even though they're supposed to be on the East Coast. And, yeah. But, I think that covers it. So.
Yeah, well, happy holidays, everybody, and hope you enjoy the Batmobile.
Yep. And subscribe, comment on this. Give me plenty of hate about getting the year of the car wrong. Subscribe to Captain Unusual and also to
Wealthplex. I'll be in the comments section starting this off whenever it gets posted. So looking forward to some fun times with you all.
Cool. All right. Catch you in the next video.